right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, the 19th of March, and a lot of great tastings going on this month. In addition to some great offerings, like our second offer on the 2010 vintage from Montalcino, Brunello di Montalcino 2010. We've been long awaiting these releases. Some of our friends telling us one of the greatest vintages they have ever experienced. So we've seen a lot of interest in these wines. A lot of them selling rather quickly, so to me, one of the greatest values in the world of wine. When you can find a top-level wine like Brunello di Montalcino for under 75 bucks, you know, a lot of the wines from Napa Valley today are $100, $200, $300. You have to work very hard to find wines from Montalcino. Even over $100 a bottle, only a few that I can think of, but many, many, many great wines being made in this price range. And a vintage like 2010, these are a great investment. Even though they're held back by law for 5 years, you still got to keep Brunello 10, 15 years after the vintage to hit them at their peak. And we developed a great friendship here with the folks at Castello di Romitorio. Filippo, the son of Sandro, the gentleman that founded this property, he bought a 12th century hilltop fortress in Montalcino in 1984 and has been producing exceptional wines here ever since. And since 2004, Filippo has taken over, and he's had quite the charmed life, you know, even though, you know, it wasn't always all great. His father, you know, his grandfather actually died penniless. His father worked really hard and became one of Italy's, he's the most famous contemporary living artist in Italy today. He was once commissioned by the Guggenheim Museum in Manhattan to exhibit his work, and he's got a lot of money in the art business, and that's what it takes to make great wines, you know, and it's good to see that Filippo has quite an interest in carrying on this tradition at this property, and these are some of the greatest wines coming from Montalcino today. Carlo Farini is consulting with these guys, and they have spared no expense at the winery in terms of the latest, you know, the latest equipment, making sure that they have the possibility to make the greatest wine every single vintage. This 2010, like I said, an outstanding year, but these are wines that we buy every year because this is a producer even in off vintages, well, difficult vintages like 2003, a warm year, they made exceptional wines. The 2004 vintage, #1 finisher at the London Wine Challenge. Congratulations, guys. Well, we've already sold through that, the 2004 Riserva Brunello. But we have several older vintages here. We have 06, we have 07. Like I said, this is a wine we buy every year, and we usually have several different formats on hand. So check it out, everything that we've got in the store from Castello di Romitorio, one of our favorite producers from Montalcino. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.